Hey, it's Bowen. We're here at the Pop facility outside of Pittsburgh. Play some Taxi. Taxi from 1988. Mark Ritchie, Steve Ritchie's famous brother, designed this game along with Python Angelo. It's got a lot of the same style as Cyclone and Comet with the top-down perspective on Taxis. Software by Ed Boon. That's the same guy who then moved on to a game called Mortal Kombat. It's a two-ball game. We'll talk through some of the strategies, and the basic idea is to collect passengers. If you collect all 5 passengers, you get a quick shot at the jackpot for some points. There is also a multi-ball that's neat. And just to point out here, there's just some terrific artwork on this game. If you get a chance to see a Taxi, you'll see things like these posts underneath the flippers that are signs. Just some creative use of the playfield to make it look like roads and taxis going around ramps and airports, departures and arrivals. It's good stuff. Skill shot on Taxi is to plunge either to 100,000 or to 25,000 to collect a passenger. The hard plunge tends to go pretty well, but you have to really get a sense of this plunge. So the first plunge I'm going to try here, I don't know where it's going to land, just to see what happens. Okay, so a harder plunge would get me to 100,000, and a softer plunge would get me to 25 to collect the passenger. I'm going to try to lock a ball right away. You lock a ball in the right lane to the right of the ramp there, right there. That ball locks, new plunge. Let's go for the 25,000. I'm going to plunge a little softer than I did the last time. Or not. I have to say that on Taxi, I'm generally not very good at plunging the ball in either of the 2 targeted skill shots. But what you do want to do on the skill shot is not get the 1,000. 75 is all right compared to 100, but 1, if you go too far, is just a disaster. After locking the ball, it releases the left ramp. And you want to be careful when shooting the left ramp, because if you go 3/4 of the way up the ramp, that ball is screaming back down at you, and it's very liable to center drain. So make that shot accurately if you can. If the ball is coming to left flipper, you can tap it around and then try to slam it up there. As you just saw, Taxi is extremely fast. You got to make quick decisions, you got to be ready, and dead flipper bounces are your friends. Here comes the release. During multi-ball, there are 2 shots to make. The lock for number 1 and Dracula for number 2. Dracula is all the way on the left, and it's yelling at me right now. There we go. 300,000 gets scored. Great music here. Every ramp is 100,000 for the rest of the multi-ball, and I can still collect passengers. Oh, that's rough. After multi-ball ends, you have to collect a passenger to be able to light the lock again. So the Dracula is an easy one. Lock lights again on the right. Also point out here that there are 2 sets of drop target banks that are passengers. And so right now, it's very difficult for me to collect either passenger safely. The goal here is to then get a lock and use the multi-ball that follows to try and capture those passengers. So there's the lock, and if I can plunge the 25, I can collect one of the passengers right now. But I'm not counting on it. Yeah, there we go. And it'll give you the harder one, in this case Lola. The pinbot is achievable. And the release is ready. Getting all 5 passengers will light the jackpot. And you can think right now, well, why don't I just go for the jackpot? You can collect passengers during multi-ball though, so the best idea is always start multi-ball. 1, 2, 300,000, cash in, and now we're going to concentrate on the passengers. You get a nice little drop catch here out of that, or a loop pass, and I got pinbot, which means there's really only one thing for me to do here. Before I do that, let's see if we can hit that carry pass. Yeah. Carry passengers is a shot that's only available at certain times. I forget exactly when. If you can get carry passengers on a backhand from the left flipper, as you just saw, that means at the end of this ball, I'm going to keep whatever I've got. I've got 4 out of 5, so it's really important to get that carry passenger so it doesn't reset the passengers from ball to ball. Ball's on the left, I need it on the right to shoot Santa Claus.
The ramp is a good choice, but it's also a dangerous shot. If you miss that shot was successful, but if I had missed that, I would have had to deal with another another potential center drain. Woo! 150,000. All right, jackpot's lit. It's only going to stay on for a little while. Very short jackpot timer here. And it's gone. But it's lit again. Get in there. Oh, yeah. Whew. And jackpot's just over $1 million, which doesn't sound like much, but you know, it's very satisfying to hit that. Good sound effects. Again, it's just terrific music on this game. Sounds just make you feel like you really did something of importance there. All right, lock is lit. Santa Claus is a decent choice here, but the better play is probably to go back towards multi-ball. Dracula is very safe. It returns the ball to the left flipper, and I feel that that's a better choice than trying to do a post transfer or tap pass or some other means of getting the ball over to the left. So, bad shot in Dracula there puts me in danger. I got what I was after in a very poor way. The Dracula shot was what's supposed to do there, go around the ramp, then into the lock. Collecting 25s would give me another passenger. Too far. And on ball one, where the value of the skill shot isn't multiplied by anything, it's probably to your best advantage to just try and cash in those passengers. Darn it. Bad play there. I should have been able to save that off the wall and out, but I did not move the machine. Carry passengers, I had none. That was a little bit of a waste there. But if I hadn't gotten the jackpot, I would have had 4 passengers brought through to ball 2. On ball 2, the skill shot is now doubled, so I can go for 200,000s or 50,000 in passenger. And this is a difficult choice. I think points-wise, I start to begin going for the bigger awards and trying to knock down hundreds or at least 75s. You definitely, again, don't want to go too long. Lucky bounce there into Santa Claus. Gives me the passenger. And that's a tough kick out there. You really have to be just ready for the ball because you don't know where that one's going. Release, get the multi-ball every time. As soon as it's available, take it. And then try to get your 1 and 2. All right, here's going to be an opportunity for a cradle separation. Very bad cradle separation there, but we got it back. And we got 1 on each flipper. The number 1 shot is over on the right. Missed it, but hold on to the ball. Get your cradle again. Missed it again. But once you learn where that shot is, you can cash in the 1s and 2s. Come on. Get there. Oh, that's real disappointing. I don't know if I've missed that number 2 very often, but get the 1 right before the 2. Give me credit for that 2, will you? Oh, wow, I think I've encountered a bug in the game here where it probably just did not expect that to ever happen. All right, let's cash in that 2 already. Come on. 300,000. Ramps are 100,000 for the rest of the ball, and I'm only 2 passengers away, so I'm going to aim for the Lola targets now. Trying to pick those up in a safe way. That's 4 passengers. Gorby is last. Give me, 10,000. Thank you, Joyride. And Bacon Gorby would allow me to light the jackpot. I'm going to try to get this fast, so post-transfer. Give me that. Yeah, 2nd jackpot of the game. Oh, and I should be able to save that ball, but interrupted the coolness of the jackpot sounds, too. Don't go down. Thank you. Oh, very poor shot there. Should have gone for the Dracula, which would have given me credit for the airport ride on the ramp. Instead, I hit the post between because I didn't decide early enough which shot to go for. The airport rides are lit. Each airport ride increments 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. If you can get to the 100, it'll light $1 million shot at the Santa Claus. I tend to not go for that because it's just too hard to get all of those ramps in one ball. It resets itself back to 20. Ball 3. Skill shot is now worth 300,000. Passenger is worth 75,000 in collect. It becomes more important to cash in the points. So I'm trying to make hundreds now. Still haven't made 100 yet, but those points are valuable and they add up. Whoa, and a house ball. Rough ball.